What's up, guys? Sean here. Welcome to Blazing Fades. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about a Spyderco. And it is not this one, but it is in the family. So, I have Spyderco Paramilitary 2s. And I have Spyderco Paramilitary 3s, not paramilitary. It is simply just PARA3s. Love me some Spydercos. And now, thank you to my buddy sending this in. I have the Big Daddy Paramilitary OG, the Paramilitary 1. This one is a sprint run in CPM crew wear. This is a bad boy right here. Now, to get an idea of the size of this bad boy, I'm just gonna put that right there, smack in the middle, and you guys can kind of get a good idea. If you don't know already, we have small, medium, large, but it's more like medium, large, extra large. So the Para3 is an excellent knife, nice size for EDC, good weight, very solid, excellent ergos, great action. Basically, well, you do need to get a deep carry clip for them. However, everything else is perfect on this knife. And you have like a leaf shape drop point kind of blade. Well, not a drop point. What am I thinking? It's just a leaf. You have a nice stabby tip, and this is a nice flat grind. Your blade stock narrows out as it comes towards the tip. It comes down relatively thin behind the edge, not super thin, but thin enough that it's an excellent cutter. I think they're about 20 thou behind the edge. So yeah, these are excellent knives. The Paramilitary 2, this is one of the greatest knives of all times, hands down. You have all the same excellent ergonomics, okay? You have plenty of room on a Para3, but the difference, having this extra bit of handle and just the extra size makes a big difference when you're doing harder cutting. So when you're doing harder cutting and that knife is, you're running into some resistance and that handle is trying to twist around in your hand, and you have to hold on to it tight. Holding on to a longer handle, you're going to have better leverage and control throughout that cut. So you get a little bit more blade length and a little bit more handle. Well, a lot more handle. However, I still think it's absolutely 100% still an excellent design. Although the handle to cutting edge ratios seem a little bit off, it's about performance when it comes to this design. It's the ergonomics, it's the cutting performance. It's a knife that you're going to be able to use and, you know, enjoy the job that you're doing instead of, you know, wondering why the fuck did I buy this knife? This thing's hurting my hand or cuts like shit, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to regret either one of those. So I have plenty of experience with the Paramilitary 2 and the PARA3. However, up until last week, I had never, I can't say never. I had handled a Paramilitary once before, but it was only for a couple minutes and I didn't get to actually really carry it or cut with it or any of that good stuff. So it's one that I had wanted to get my hands on again, to actually be able to, you know, take for a test run and see what I really thought about. And guys, this thing is freaking great. Okay, it's the same amount of difference in you know, abilities and cutting performance that you get going from the PARA3 to the PM2 is the same amount of jump you're going to get from the PM2 to the military. You get that much more ability. This thing cuts like it cuts so good. It'll outcut the PARA3 and the PM2 all day. I don't know if it's thinner behind the edge or I don't know if it's just, you know, this extra long handle that you have here. Look how much extra handle I have if I'm choked up. If I'm back here, then, you know, I can get some serious force if I wanted to like chop something or whatever. And yeah, you have the weight of the blade all the way out here. So yeah, you can do some damage with this thing. And it just, I cut up a bunch of cardboard, some different stuff, and this thing just flies through like no one's business. Looks wise, it's not the prettiest thing I've ever seen. However, because I've grown accustomed to the look of Spyderco knives, and it's kind of an acquired taste that grows on you, I actually do find this knife appealing, and yeah, I like it. Let's talk about lock, because the PARA3 and PM2 both have compression locks. This knife, however, the original, is a liner lock, and this liner lock is very, very good. Your lock access is, it doesn't get better than that. I mean, I can get almost the whole tip of my thumb on there. So lock access is effortless. You can do it in the dark with your eyes closed, you know, while you're doing 10 other things. Yeah, it's very easy. Action is great, just like, you know, it's what you can expect from a Spyderco. All right. One gripe about this, but I actually don't mind it too much after carrying it and using it, is the clip position. It is tip down, right hand carry only, which the right hand part doesn't bother me because I'm right-handed, but typically I like to carry my knives tip up. However, with this one, it carries like a PM2, maybe even better. Like, I swear, if you have this in one pocket and you have the PM2 in your opposite side pocket, you are not gonna notice the difference between the two when you're walking around or whatever, unless you remember what pocket you put which one in. You know, you're gonna probably end up going to grab for it and pull out your PM2, because it just carries surprisingly well. Does it carry like a feather? No. Can you notice that there's a knife in your pocket? Yes. But for the size of this thing, I have no problem getting my hand in and out of my pocket with it. It doesn't, you know, no parts of it, like, you know, dig into my leg or anything. I don't know how they managed to do it, but this thing really just works. It carries excellent. I mean, I've never carried a knife this size that carried, or you know what? There is one knife the same size that carries a little bit better. And I'll show that to you right now. That is the Spyderco Native Chief. Very, very similar size here. We have basically same length handle, same length blade, same length cutting edge. Difference is you don't have the hump for the thumb hole. So when this is closed, you have that thumb hole protrudes above, as to where with the Native Chief, it's, you know, sits flush. So really, it's just right there where it sticks up, and then right there where it sticks up is the two differences right there. And the handle is a tad shorter. So it's basically the same as this, with all the capabilities of this, but slimmed down, a little bit lighter, and just as capable. Now this is a back lock. I do not love back locks, but on this knife, it doesn't bother me. This is still an awesome knife. Really like this. To close it, you can still do it one-handed. You just push that in, and when the blade drops, your finger choil hits your finger, then close it like that. Another benefit with this one is you have the 4-way position pocket clip, so you can put that pocket clip whatever way you desire. Action on this is different. It's not gonna be, you know, as fidgety as this per se, but it's not bad. It's better than I expected. It's the only backlock knife in my collection, so I mean, obviously it has to be pretty good for it to earn its keep around here. So yeah, that's a underrated option, I feel like. But as far as the Paramilitary goes, if you're thinking about getting one and, you know, you're just wondering, you know, should you do it? The answer is yes. Yeah, absolutely. You should get one. Freaking, it's a beast. And, you know, these things aren't, you know, in, you know, oversupply or anything. So you pick one of these up and you decide you don't like it, you shouldn't have a problem selling it and getting your money back. So, yep. That pretty much wraps it up for this one, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your time. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it was helpful. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.